Good morning. Hi, this is Travis from the National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Thursday, November 11th, Veterans Day. We do have a weak system that's going to move through high pressure northwest flow, breezy northwest flow today, and will produce just a little bit of snow, maybe a slight chance of freezing rain, but it's a very low confidence. I'll show you all that here in just a second. Again, today we're looking for a system in northwest flow, looking for perhaps around a 1 inch, maybe 2 for the western slopes of the Sawtooth Mountains, and then also for the eastern edge of the Southeast Highland and Eastern Highlands along the Wyoming border. Again, generally probably around 1 inch, maybe 2. Outside chance of 3, for the Wasatch, but again, that's a real outside chance. It does start very cold today, particularly for the Central Mountains and Sun Valley area. But we do have more or less warm air aloft kind of moving in, so it does introduce just a slight chance of freezing rain, although we're not looking for a lot of precip, particularly in the valleys and populated areas. Again, the areas of any chance of snow looks like the Sawtooths Island Parks and Southeast Highlands. And we are looking for that to continue in just a little bit into tomorrow morning, mainly along the Eastern Highlands. And then there is another system, a weak system, on Saturday. But overall, we'll have high pressure building in, so that'll bring some warmer temperature Saturday through Monday. But again, we do have a little bit of a weak system. We'll bring a little bit of breezy winds and just a little bit of showers along the Montana Divide on Saturday morning early. But high pressure will dominate later Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then until we have a pretty cold front, bringing much cooler air on Tuesday. Actually, much cooler air will come on Wednesday, but that system will move through on Tuesday. So here's looking at satellite. We can see the northwest flow aloft. We do have that weak wave kind of moving through, and again, it's going to bring some light precipitation. Models have backed off on overall amounts. It was kind of like 1 to 3, and now we're 1 to 2, but realistically, it'll probably just be around a 1 inch for those areas mentioned earlier. Again, breezy winds today, 15 gusts 25, some areas of 30 miles an hour. I'll show you those areas. Again, it's mainly just the eastern Magic Valley and southern Snake Plain, as well as ridge tops. Again, though I mentioned those light showers, will be rain for any areas that happen in valleys, but most of it's precip's going to happen in upslope flow areas and northwest flow. So most of the snow will be up higher, and generally around the 8 to 9,000 feet. Central Mountains won't take it as well. It'll be about the same areas, but most of the Central Mountains will be all snow. Again, there is a chance later this morning that will turn to any type of precip could have some freezing rain potentials. We have the warm air aloft as that gets in there, and the cold air stays at the surface for some areas in the Central Mountains. Potentially, Sun Valley has a very slight chance of freezing rain, but again, they're not looking for a lot of precip, if any, only like 100th. So if freezing rain does occur, it will be not be much of an impact at this point. Again, we'll have some lingering snow Friday morning, and then that's mentioned a little bit on Saturday, but dry on Sunday, Monday. Again, the next chance of snow will be Tuesday as that strong cold front comes through. That will bring much cooler air on Wednesday. Here's your temperatures today. Again, you can see we start out very cold. There was an indication a little bit of snow, perhaps even a trace up in the upper Snake Highlands as well. I'll show that snow graphics here in a second too. But here's the lows for this morning, and then you can see it does warm up with that high pressure building in, but I mean, lower 50s for extreme western areas, 40s mostly elsewhere as far as the daytime highs. Mountains areas, 30s. Here's the expected snowfall amount. You can see that kind of trace in a lot of these areas here, and then just along the Sawtooths, a chance of a 1 inch, maybe 2, and then 1 to 3 perhaps for the Wasatch. And there's a couple areas that have 1 to 2 big holes and such across the area, and the high end is kind of showing the same what I just talked, maybe, like I said, up to that 3-inch range here, and possibly 2 on a couple of these areas like Big Holes and the western Sawtooths. Today, gusty winds near 30 for the eastern Magic Valley mainly, and also for the southern Snake Plain, and then ridge tops, particularly Citra Mountains, and also in our southern Highlands and Wasatch as well. High temperatures Friday. You can see they warm up with that high pressure that starts to build in from the southwest, and then about the same, if not a little bit less, on Saturday, because we have, like I said, that weak system that kind of moves through. And then on Sunday, you can see it does warm up near 60, and that will also be the case on Monday as well. The 6 to 10 day outlook past that point does show the precip on Tuesday, so above normal chances for precip, and that also, there's another system that kind of moves in Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well. So again, I mentioned all the colder air on Wednesday, so that would probably mostly all snow for a system on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. And there's your temperatures. At least in the early run, it's just slightly above normal. The 8 to 14 does show a little bit cooler than that. And then Monday, you can see again, I mentioned it was very close to Sunday's temps, and then here's our Wednesday temps. These are daytime highs, so you can see 40s, so it does cool down. Just as a quick summary, we're looking for a system, very weak system today, generally around an inch, maybe 2. If you get the high end amounts for the western Sawtooths as well as our eastern Highlands, mainly across the Wyoming border for higher elevations. It does start all cold, does lend to the possibility by mid-morning to maybe perhaps late morning that as warm air aloft moves in, potential for some freezing rain, particularly in the Central Mountains. But again, valley area is not looking for much, if any, precip, and so down low for like Sun Valley, we're not looking just to maybe a chance of 100. So it would be a very slight chance, very low confidence of any actual freezing rain hitting the surface. A few isolated showers into tomorrow morning, and then, as I mentioned, high pressure builds in, and mostly dry on Friday, but on Saturday we have just a very slight chance along the Montana divide as the system grazes our northern areas, bringing a little bit breezy, but then the high pressure again builds in, bringing those warmer temperatures continued Sunday into Monday with the next system. Pretty strong cold front, bringing breezy to moderate winds and much cooler temperatures and a chance of snow, particularly for the higher elevations. And the Wednesday will be quite cold, 30s and 40s as highs. So that concludes the brief. If you have any questions, please give us a call at this number. Thanks.